Howdy, folks. Howdy. I'm Black Dragon, and welcome to another edition of Black Dragon Biker News Network. Biker news you can trust. And as always, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in from wherever it is in the world that you happen to be. Happy Friday, man. We made it. We made it to another Friday. And that's really cool. We do this every day, so we ask you guys to come and hang out and check us out from day to day, and like, share, and subscribe. Somebody said, "Good afternoon. Can I ask what is your reason of thinking of leaving your MC?" Okay, so that it's not it's not me thinking of leaving my MC. It was a question that I have had. You guys know I deal with motorcycle clubs all the time. They call me to talk to me about various issues that they have. People call and want to talk about how they are getting along in their motorcycle clubs and sometimes what they should do. And we have these calls every day. People that want to talk to me can always hit me up on clarity.fm/black-dragon, clarity.fm/black-dragon. That's where folks call me to talk to me about whatever their club issues are. And one I've been going through lately is a lot of folks talking about, I'm ready to leave my motorcycle club. And they'll call me up and say, Black Dragon, should I leave my motorcycle club? Is it time to move on? Is it time for us to part ways? And a motorcycle club is like it's a relationship that, for the most part, we expect it to last a lifetime. When I came into my motorcycle club, I was told we are offering you a brotherhood. I don't think of a brotherhood, a family situation, as being temporary or even to only last a span of time. That is less time than I'm alive. That's not my expectation. My expectation is that a family will be there with me until I die, and hopefully into the next world. I believe that if you become kin with someone, that perhaps you will experience them throughout eternity. This is my feeling on what a motorcycle club is. This is my feelings on what family is. I really believe I'm going to see my mother when I cross over to the other side. If there is a consciousness over there, why would whatever set me up to have this body and this experience, why would it deny me the very person from whom I was born and that taught me and prepared me for this life and gave me what it would take to be successful enough over here to be able to have any knowledge of anything going on over there? Why would I never see that person again? Why would I never see my dad? Why would I never see my grandmother? Why would I never see my sisters? Why would I never see my dogs? Pet rabbits and gerbils and hamsters? And the brothers of my motorcycle club. My military brothers, men with whom I've risked my life, men with whom I've served together. I expect that I'm going to see them all. Yeah. But is that true or not? Is that true or not? I don't know. It's just what I feel. It's good to see you on, Brother Devil. President, Black Sabbath, Maryland chapter. Good to see you, man. So Trevor Drake says, it's like a marriage, being in a motorcycle club. After you've been married for a bit, you may start to look at other sexier clubs and want to get you some of that. Yeah, man. And we'll talk about that. I like that. We'll talk about this for a minute. Sweet. That I can understand. My ex-hubby left a MC 1% club and has gone to another one. Man, I did a short video yesterday about why a lot of guys are leaving 1% or MC clubs and coming to clubs like mine, especially 1% or racist MC clubs. You guys got to see that short video. I'm going to have that up probably about an hour or so after this video. Got to check that out. The idea is that some of you guys are going to get to the point where you're going to be thinking about leaving your motorcycle club. You're going to find that you got to let it go. And that is a decision no video I will ever make. I can't make a video or a podcast. As you guys know, we are podcasting on Spreaker and all the places you might get your podcast. We're on all of those places, Spotify and all that. I can't make a podcast that will be able to minister to you as to whether or not you should or should not leave your motorcycle club. I can't tell you whether or not to leave it. I did make a video that said the 5 reasons I believe it's okay to leave a motorcycle club. I think I might have made that video a couple times. And I cite things that for me, these would be no-goes. I'd have to be gone. And that's what I feel strongly about that would make me leave. But I want to tell you some things that I feel strongly about that wouldn't make me leave. And I think if you're considering leaving your motorcycle club, you shouldn't be leaving for some of these reasons that I'm going to say. I said it in my book, Prospects Bible, about motorcycle clubs. In the very beginning of Prospects Bible, if you go out on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, or not even all this, I'm messing up. If you go on Amazon, one of them places, yeah, you'll be able to read this, when you look up Prospects Bible, there's this little like summary that you can read where I try to warn you guys about motorcycle clubs before you ever even get started. Which is why I think all prospects should read. All people considering being a prospect should read this book. Of course I would. I wrote it, right? Yes, of course I would. But no, I honestly think everyone should give it a look. And it goes like this. Do you have what it takes to earn the full patch brotherhood of a mighty motorcycle club nation? That's a question. Do you have what it takes to earn that patch? Next thing I ask, can you adhere to the strict codes, protocols, customs, discipline, and traditions of the MC that are not obvious to casual observers and are not readily shared with strangers? I wanted to kind of let you know right there that everything wasn't going to be up front coming in. There's some all kind of weird, itchy kind of way BS that goes on in motorcycle clubs that are not obvious to the casual observer when you first see it. And it's not readily shared with strangers. You're not going to know all the ins and outs and the quirks and the bends and the twists when you're prospecting at first. You're a stranger. We're going to bring our best face. We ain't fixing to tell you how janky we are. The next question I ask, can you ride in the harsh elements side by side with your brothers, sleeping under the stars and loving life, the life of two-wheeled iron obsession? I wanted to let you guys know that some of these cats are obsessed with this two-wheeled life obsession. I've seen so many people so similarly possessed that they have lost their families. They've lost their wives. They've lost their jobs. They seem to have lost their damn minds. Passionate about this thing we do. And not everybody will survive it. Not even physically. Some of you guys will die. I have buried brothers and sisters who died on the back of these things, running after and promoting and living the life of a motorcycle clubber. So I asked you, could you withstand that obsession? We go on to the next sentence. And this is, you got to think about this. Can you be trusted with the secrets and internal business of the MC? Man, you got to think about this. Can you be trusted? Can you be trusted with the secrets? Can you be trusted with this means from the pillow talk? Our secrets aren't for your wife. Our secrets aren't for your priest. Our secrets aren't for your guidance counselor. Our secrets aren't for your shrink. There are secrets that we've passed on to you. I tried to warn you that this was going to be an all-consuming thing. That for those of us who look at it as more than just a passing fancy, it was going to be a lifelong pledge. A lifelong pledge. Do you pledge to honor the MC. My next sentence was, and I want you guys to understand what I was trying to tell you. Can you serve the MC? Can you serve the motorcycle club with loyalty, putting the MC first in all endeavors other than God, family, and job? Well, a lot of you guys get into this thing and you're like, woo wee. These guys want a lot. They want a lot of time. They really require a lot, or they're really inadequate. They're not what I thought they were. There's a lot here to decompress. The next thing I asked, can you be fearless in the face of danger? Man, did you know that motorcycle clubs can be dangerous in your life? It's like you're in a pool or even a mighty ocean where you have riding clubs on one end and social clubs and family clubs and Christian clubs and heck, Islamic clubs. I guess you might have Jewish clubs too. Hell, you might have Hare Krishna clubs, right? And on the other end of the spectrum, in the same swimming body of water, you got outlaw clubs, one percenter clubs, clubs that are actually called biker gangs. They're actually, in the name of their club is such and such motorcycle gang. You got clubs that are actually called OMGs. You got gangsters all the way down to ministers in the same pond of water. And so it is dangerous. And in this, you must be fearless, because whenever you put a patch on your back, your motorcycle club will eventually be tested. I don't care if it's a Christian MC. It's going to be tested. And so I asked if you could be fearless in the face of that test. If you could be fearless in the face of danger. My next sentence. Can you stand by your full patch brothers, come what may, through thick and thin, until the very end? Because these are the things that a motorcycle club asks you to do. Now, we're not going to get into yet what it promises it will give. Because when you juxtapose the two, maybe it's time for you to leave. But that's not where I'm going yet. So I wanted to know these questions of you before you ever even began the journey. The next question I had was, can you do the work required to earn your full patch? I should have added here, and keep it. Maybe I let you down on that one. Maybe I didn't add and keep it, and maybe I should. And my next question is, if your answers to the questions above are yes, then perhaps you might be ready to begin prospecting for a motorcycle club. I go on further to say, Prospects Bible will guide you step by step, and I go on then to pump up the book. But in the beginning, I asked those questions. And you can read the rest of that. You know, the rest of it is, you know, you pump up the book. In this book, you'll get the greatest things you've ever had to guide you on your journey. But Those were the questions I asked because I knew it was going to be tough. I knew being in a motorcycle club was going to be tough for you. I knew it was going to be challenging. I knew it was going to be trying. I knew that many of you would get to the point where you would want to quit your motorcycle club. I knew that it would be, for some of you guys, a time a time would come where you would have to decide, should I stay or should I go? If I stay, there could be trouble. If I go, there could be double. Something like that. It's always tease, tease, tease. I think the motorcycle club likes me when I'm on my knees. You know what I mean? Let me tell you these things about whether you should leave or not. First of all, one, I ain't leaving because nobody put me out. You ain't taking this from me. I don't waste my time. Ain't nobody's misbehavior, bad behavior, poor behavior, lack of participation. The president ain't worthy. The club brothers ain't riding. None of that. If I leave my motorcycle club, I leave my motorcycle club because of me. Not because of you. You ain't fixing to intimidate me out of here, scare me out of here, push me around out of here. You ain't a fixin' to do that. If I make my decision, I got to get up and go out of this here thing. That's the decision I make. It's going to be based on me. Based on what I can tolerate. I ain't leaving because Joe Blow left. You want to go on? Go on. Where I come from in the country, we'd say, go on. Go on. You can go on with that. That means go on and keep going. Oh, I see you guys like my song. You know that was one of the greatest songs in the world, don't y'all? That song was... The first time I ever heard that song, I was like, oh boy, that cat's rocking. Love all that guy's music. But anyway, I didn't come in this club because Jeffrey the Hurricane came in. And I'm not leaving this club because Jeffrey the Hurricane is leaving. That doesn't mean that I won't leave with Jeffrey the Hurricane. Me, Jeffrey the Hurricane, Bubba Stills, and Black Jack Hampton might all be leaving at the same time. Along with Oil Slick Willie, Peter the Snake Fork Tongue, and Chief Running Cloud. We might all be leaving at the same time. But I guarantee you I won't be leaving because they left. That's not the reason I left. I'm not letting somebody else. I had a guy. You guys know I tell you about what I've been about. This is what I've lived, not what I thought. I remember this guy. He left his club and he had a best friend. He had a best friend in the world. They were inseparable. They were as one. They left their club together because all the reasons, all the stuff. They're not doing this. They're not doing whatever. Well, the one guy wanted to leave. The other guy never really wanted to leave his club. So they came over to my club with a big splash. And they were here several months. They did big things. They were very well known on the biker set. They were lovers. The women loved them. They were really well-known guys on the biker set. And everybody embraced them as brand new Black Sabbath. Then the same guy became disenfranchised here with me. I believe one of the biggest reasons was that he wasn't able to make president quickly enough. And so they went to yet another MC together. And now in their third MC in as many years, the guy made president and he was doing his thing over there. And the other guy became disillusioned. 3 clubs, 3 years, but I never really wanted to leave my first club. That's where I feel at home. That's where my brothers are. And as things went in the third club, finally that brother decided, I'm going back home to my club. And I saw a split I never thought I'd ever seen happen. No longer was it important to him to leave because the other guy left, and no longer was it important for him to follow the friendship of the one brother. He went back home to the brotherhood. And his brother, the one he had been following, left that club and went to his fourth club. And now is no longer a part of the motorcycle set or any club at all, period whatsoever. All this transpired over probably a 6, 7, 8 year period of time. I can't follow you around, even if I'm your best friend and I love you. The club is about the brotherhood, and I put brotherhood above friendship. The MC family is first. Devil, don't be laughing at the names of the club brothers that I was dropping. Those names are cool names. Don't be laughing at my names. I should name you one of those names. So the reason for me leaving my club ain't ever gonna have jack to do with what you think. I didn't come in here because of you, even though I came in here with you. I didn't come in here when I joined the Navy. I joined on the buddy program. Made it kind of easy because you could talk 2 idiots into joining with you. You could almost like hold hands. They would let you go to the same boot camp together. They would let you sometimes go to the same ship together. You could go with a buddy. It was a Navy gimmick to get more guys in. And I went on the buddy program with Ernie Schiffer and Larry. My God, I can't believe I can't call this guy's names. So we were all in the same street gang together. And when I talk about my street gang years, I have to laugh because it was not Crips and Bloods worthy. It wasn't Vice Lords or Gangster Disciples worthy. It wasn't Four Corner Hustlers. None of that. We were called the Little Dragons. And the most we ever took was like a car stereo. But we were tough. Hey, don't get us wrong. Everybody practiced karate, and most of us were all black belts or trying to get there. So we would have a karate fight on your ass. Oh my gosh, we're Oklahoma. What did you want? Okay, I understand now. Oklahoma is caught up, but back then it was sad. We were like West Side Story at the best, and so these are my gang brothers, and we all joined together from the Little Dragons. Well, Greg had all these problems when he joined. He never told everybody that he had been arrested before. He had so happened, he was like from up north, Scranton, Ohio or something. One of them iron worker towns. And so the reason he'd come to Oklahoma, we didn't know this, is because he was a criminal evading the law. So we had been friends, right out of high school, through kind of in the end of high school and right out of high school. I was actually running around for a few years before I joined the Navy. So, we were best of buds. So he figured he could just disappear with us. But we all volunteered for the submarine service, which meant, top secret security clearances and all that. And they come and they do a background check on you. And they did the background check on Ernie Gregg. He didn't pass. Like he had all this stuff. And they yanked him out of boot camp for lying. And Greg, whose name was, or Larry rather, whose name was Little Daddy Larry, because he already had like 8 kids before we were like 20. So Little Daddy Larry, my Hispanic brother, I guess they found out he had all those kids or something, and they pulled him out of boot camp. So even though I joined on the buddy system, I wound up all by myself with no buddies. They were just pulled out. And I had to tell myself, yeah, but you didn't join because of them. You joined because you wanted to see the world. You joined because if you didn't join, you were getting ready to go to prison. You joined because you had failed out of college. Yeah, I was going to the University of Oklahoma as a pre-med biology major, OU. And chasing behind the skirt of this girl. I was on academic probation. And my mom was like, nah, brah. Nah, you fixing to be with Uncle Sam. I ain't wasting another dollar on your janky butt. So these are the issues I had. But I joined the military. And the cops were chasing down all my buddies, man. Brother Smoke. The cops said that they were going to kill him. And they did. So Brother Smoke, all Little Daddy Byron, all my brothers. The Scales brothers, all my brothers got taken. I think I might have been the only one that didn't wind up in prison. I think I might have been the only one. The other one, John, another brother named John, died at the corner store on 16th Street and Gatewood, I think it was. At the corner store, he died there, stabbed by a migrant worker, stabbed in the back. The corner grocery store where we all grew up, hung out there, singing, hanging out, chasing the girls. We all lived at that corner store. Used to park our motorcycles out front, the whole nine. He got a job in the store, and the owner kept telling him, do not leave the store to go out into the parking lot. The parking lot was always full of people. Not leave the store to go out into the parking lot and try to police things out there. Stay behind the counter. One day, the Mexican dudes, the Mexican guys would be working out in the fields or whatever, and they would come to that street on Sundays because there was a Mexican theater there. Well, it was a theater that played Mexican movies. So all the Mexican migrant workers would come in to that one spot on Sunday with their families and watch the Mexican movies. And then, of course, they would stop at that corner store, get drunk, whatever the case may be, and get to hooting and hollering. Well, we had our best gang fights out there, bro. Well, don't get the migrant worker messed up. That cat's out there breaking his back all day, every day. Them bros will whoop your behind. They will whoop your ass. And don't be looking at them because they're short and stuff like they won't get at you. They will tear your ass up. You gotta have your pugilistic skills down, because your boys will gang up on they'll gang up on you 4 or 5 little cats, little strong cats, and you'll find yourself took out. Ask that cop. Remember that cop that got killed on the side of the road? There's 3 small guys, and they grabbed him. And did you guys see that video? Snatched him off the side. Cops have made up whole videos. When I saw them kind of circle around him, I was like, oh, yeah, I've been there before. They fixing it. Oh, shoot. The migrant cats, they getting ready to take his ass out. That sheriff is gone. Poor guy. I saw it happening because I've been there. And that's what happened to John. He was killed. They surrounded him. He didn't have the little dragons. We weren't around, and they took him out. They killed him right at that store. This was probably 1981 or something. Gone. God rest his soul. My point was, you come into the motorcycle club with people, but you don't come in here because of people. So if I didn't come in here because of you, I ain't fixing to leave because of you. My motorcycle club life is really about 2 things. It's about me, and it's about the MC. The MC is all of the Full Patch Brothers, not just 1 or 2 friends. This is why when I'm an officer, I am really messed up, bro, because I'm not fixing to be your buddy over the MCs. That's why I lost every friend I ever had in the MC when I became a national president. I lost every friend I had because you make a decision that doesn't go with your club brother friend, but is best for the MC. And he ain't your friend no more. Boost Life said, I'm in Oklahoma City. That area is being gentrified. It's called the Plaza District. You are effing kidding me. Are we talking about Northwest 16th Street between Classen and it would be like a mile or 2 up from Classen. I think Classen is like the street you turn down. And like Gatewood. Yeah, Gatewood or McKinley. Is it McKinley? So we're talking about 16th Street between Gatewood and McKinley. It's called the Plaza District. They had all these old buildings and stuff. I bet you those buildings are worth a fortune now. I bet you. Is that what we're talking about? Boost Life? That would be interesting. When I left, it was hell. When I left, it was a war zone. 16th and Classen. Yeah, West 16th and Classen. I wonder. Let's see. Here we are. Harn Park. Hall of Fame. So this is the area. Look at this is the blighted area I grew up in, right? Blighted area rather. Northwest 16th and Classen. I think this would be about it. Let's see. Harn Park. I don't remember a place called Harn Park. Oklahoma City Hall of Fame. Huh. Well, I haven't been here in so long. I don't really particularly recognize this. Classen Drive and Northwest 16th Street. I don't remember this being there. I'm looking for something different. So I might be. Let's do it like this. Let's just go to my old house. How about that? 1503. How do you remember this stuff? Northwest 16th Street. Here we go. 1503 Northwest 16th Street. So we'll see where I grew up here real quick. Boom. There we are. Okay. So this is the street. So this is, wow, they built apartments there? Are you serious? So this used to not be this. And I'm still kind of mixed up here. Let's see. 1503 Northwest 16th. So this is where I grew up, right here. Oh, wow. They tore down the garage. There used to be a garage right here. Oh, they built a deck. Remember, I once told you guys about the rat hole system. So this is how the rat hole system was developed. Like, here are the roads, and then you have alleys. These are whole alleys between the houses. There's whole alleys, my bros. Oh, that house is not there no more. Wow. So you could break out through here, make your turn here, and then hit the straight up alley, and then take the alley to the back of your house. It was cool. They built a swimming pool right in somebody's house. So here's my house, and there used to be a garage. I can't believe the garage is gone. We had a standalone garage here, and I'd ride my motorcycle back into the back of the house here, and then, boom, disappear into the garage, walk to my house. This doesn't really look like my house. It's not the same color, but yeah. So we go down here. These apartments are like 4,000 years old. So this apartment complex right here is where all the pimps and whores used to be. Looks like they got a hole in the roof. This apartment is 400 years old. This house right here, this house is so massive. This massive house, it looks like they're trying to redo it. Like they got this thing in front of it. This house was abandoned for so many years. This was our fortress. That was our fortress. And this house next to it, these houses would be worth a mint if you redid them, if they're redoable. This one looks like it's, poor thing, abandoned. Boy, this was something. So in my neighborhood, this was the poor side, and then this side just across the street was the decent side. These houses are still, the brick houses and all this stuff. These houses are still a little bit better. They're not all dead like those houses, obviously. That's kind of funny. Anyway, you got to come down this street here. These apartment complexes here are 400 years old. Right here is the girls' home. This is where the girls' home was. And yes, buddy. And it still looks like it's probably still a state home. See, we had a back standalone garage like this. Okay. This is the back home back. This is the girls' home where, I dated a lot of girls out of the girls' home. Poor troubled girls. These brick buildings and stuff. This is what would be now the plaza that he's talking about. And this was These buildings are just old as sin. And this would be the spot that I grew up at right here. This is was the corner store. It looks like, there's the gas stations down there. I wonder if you can, how do we get down to the damn thing? Yeah, let's get down here to it. Street view, right? Oh, I think you just dragged this onto there. Is that how it goes? Yeah. Oh my goodness, it's a dance studio now. The gas pumps are gone. Wow. This was the alley back here where I met Faye Quick, and the alley behind the stores where we first made love. Look, they have this place. Oh my gosh, this is a pub now. This was a electronic store. Well, you're right. They really trying to do stuff. Okay, this was the Winsong Dojo Karate School where I practiced karate. It's all buildings now, and they didn't have these gas lamp things. And this cement brick floor, none of that was there. Wow. You guys got to be kidding me here. And this was where John died, right here. John died right here, killed by a Mexican dude right there. I had so many fights in this parking lot. And this was the movie theater right here. I wonder if I can get to it. How do you move forward? Wow, guys. I don't know. I just thought I'd break you guys off and show you. This was the movie theater. I don't know really how to get to it. Let's see. I can't seem to move any more forward. Maybe we got to come out to the street and then turn. Is that how it works? Huh. Okay, just got to go back up in the air. And then we'll just come down here. So this is, by the way, before I joined the military, the guy that owned this store here is the guy who talked me into joining the military. It was very much a community thing back then. And this is right here, the place that used to be a movie theater. And the movie theater is gone. Or holy moly. Wow. Okay. So they, I guess it's now all a big dance studio. Wow. Dude. Huh. My hometown has changed. Who would have known? Okay. So you guys know that I will, I'll cut this out of the, you guys live get to see this, but it'll be the guys who see this later. This will actually, you'll be able to skip past this in your, wow, that's interesting. I'm gonna go back and look at that. I guess I need to go home, and I think I'd cry if I saw all this. This is when your whole neighborhood changes. It's like a tearful thing. But as I say, this was where I came up, and the things that I did to join the military, those things I did for me, not for anyone else. It just on a side note here, again, it looks like they turned, I can't believe this, the Improv. It looks like they turned the it looks like they turned the place. It really has become like a little, okay, now it's still Oklahoma. I know you guys are looking for, where's the nice stuff? It's still Oklahoma, but yeah. So this is that's what I was looking for right there. Okay. This is where the theater was, where they had this steeple. And wow, that's gone now. Oh my gosh, I got to show you guys the pictures of the models that I took right here on this park bench, half naked. Oh my God, 20 years ago. I'll show you guys those pictures. Okay, all right, let's move on. Nothing stays the same, says ML. Dwayne Martin says that's cool. Wow. Boussoir is laughing at me. You know what made me sad is I went to visit my elementary school and it was shut down. Oh my gosh, man. So my high school is shut down. My high school is actually a elementary school, and that hurt my feelings. But that happened a long time ago. If we go back up 16th Street here, here it is. It's now called Classen Middle School. And this was my high school. It's now well, it was a fifth grade education center. Now I guess it's a middle school. This was a really awesome school. This was the football. Oh, they put a tennis court there. Wow. This was the front of the school where I met the love of my life, Faye Quick. Boom. Look at that, man. That's my high school. One of them. I went to a couple high schools. Classen High. That's it, man. Wow. That's now a middle school. We used to sit here along this wall. And yeah, this is small town Oklahoma, guys. This is where I'm from. This is about as country as it gets, man. This street looks the very damn same. Holy moly. Why did somebody take me? What brought me here? Wow, this is crazy. I grew up with all these people. So, now, the people that own these homes are still there, believe it or not. A lot of these people are still there. And there's the old, look at that, the old chimney, everything. Holy moly. Yep. My high school. There you go. Boy, we had to just go down memory lane there, didn't we? Sad. I want to cry. It's not the same. And the motorcycle club changes too. Does it change or do you change? My message to you guys today is that if you're going to leave your motorcycle club, you have to leave for reasons that are you. You don't get run out. You don't get pushed out. People not doing what you don't like, that's not the reason. I always say if you don't like the motorcycle club you're in, recruit the motorcycle club you want. You can recruit the motorcycle club you want. But when you're talking about should I leave my motorcycle club, to me it should be for reasons like, one, there is no support. I had a girl who left her motorcycle club because she had a wreck. And when she had this wreck, she was only doing 25 miles an hour. She broke her brain. She fractured her skull and she had brain matter falling out on the ground. And so she was really injured. And the whole 2 or 3 months that she was in her hospital, nobody ever came to see about her. So she had no support. I tell you what, if I spend 2 months in the hospital and nobody comes to see about me, I'm absolutely 100% out of that school, that motorcycle club. I'm absolutely 100% out of that motorcycle club. Number two, like abandonment. I had a brother. I knew a brother that was facing off some cats that didn't like what was going on with their colors. He stood up to fight the war, and he looked around, and his brothers had departed him. That's a good reason that I would leave the motorcycle club. A president becomes a tyrant, and there's no way to get around that guy or his tyrannical little crew he's put together. That might be a reason for me to leave a motorcycle club. there's some reasons that I would leave. And I made a video and I gave 5 reasons. But none of those reasons would be because I don't like somebody. I don't this, I don't that. Those wouldn't be the reasons. The reasons would be solid reasons. It's not going to be because somebody else left. Should I leave my motorcycle club is a question that only you can answer, but I see so many guys come back. Don't leave because you're afraid. You'll hate yourself. Don't leave because you're jealous of someone. Don't leave because you think the grass is greener on the other side. I can assure you it is not. Every motorcycle club is dysfunctional and screwed up. Some motorcycle clubs may handle the way things are done differently than other motorcycle clubs. And that might help you. But they're going to all be screwed up. Everyone's going to have something like, gee, I didn't know these guys were messed up like that. Because like I said in the beginning, we don't tell you what all our issues are. We don't just open that up to strangers. Sometimes we wait till you get in before we say, oh, yeah, did we tell you this? Oh, we didn't tell you that? Well, this. It happens. Dwayne Martin said, you must stay and not give up. Fix your club, in my opinion. I'm not going to promise you that you can fix every club. Not going to promise you can fix every club. But I am going to promise you I think you should at least try. We always go back to landmarks that ain't there anymore. Amen, man. Amen. Has anyone snuck a beard check in on you, Black Dragon? All those products we need to hear an update. Well, I hope that you guys are noticing that my beard is looking better. I go to my barber this evening. I wanted to just get everything shaped up and lined up really nice, and then start reporting to you guys what's going on with the products. But very good, man. I see you guys are watching. So that's my 2 cents for you guys today. That's what I want you guys to know. That the decision to leave is wholly yours. Don't ask anybody, should I leave my club? Ask yourself, does the club still meet my standards? Is the club still true to the tenets for which I joined? Does the club still operate on the bylaws that I signed up for? Is the club still matching my idea of motorcycle clubbing? My idea of motorcycle clubbing may be riding my motorcycle till the wheels fall off. And if that is no longer what the club is doing, then maybe the club is no longer for me. Maybe the club's not for me any longer. And then sometimes you guys, you change. Like, I might be in a 99%er club and I'm truly a 1%er. Or I might be in a 1%er club and I'm truly a 99%er. Or maybe the club won't change when I've changed. Like maybe if I'm in a racist club that says that no blacks can ever be a member, and we don't treat black people well here, and the last thing we're ever going to do is let black people into our club, and all of a sudden you marry a black woman. Maybe that was once the club for you, and it is no longer. Hey, that happens too. Maybe that was the club for you, but it is no longer. Hmm. You may change. You see what I'm saying? Somebody said, Black Dragon, what role did you play in the production of the movie Biker Boys? I was a technical advisor on the movie. Um, I I helped rewrite the entire script, not by typing anything, but by sitting down and interviewing with the director, Reggie Rock Bythewood, and I basically took his script and told him what to rewrite, how to make it a real biker movie. It was crazy in the beginning because he didn't know anything about biking. So I took him and I taught him the entire biker set, and I told him the people he needed to meet, and I just basically guided that production into making a real motorcycle movie. I made a few mistakes. I was new there, like the last race in the end, where it was on a dirt road. That really, I really kind of think that was my fault because I wasn't there that day. I was chasing a girl in Mexico, but um, I I think we did a good job in the fact that we have a movie that people have watched and forever. So I think we did a good job in that respect. But it was a fun thing, and that's what I did on the movie. And I actually got to be in the movie, so that was cool too. Uh, uh, it was, and then I also I did all of the sound. So the sound of the motorcycles, and I'm going to do a video on that. The sound of the motorcycles. The sound studio came to me. They brought me a 18-wheeler with every motorcycle in the movie. So there was like 40 motorcycles in this 18-wheeler. If you think these people got money, you got to see that, bro. For somebody to bring you an 18-wheeler full of motorcycles, and then they got the police department to they got a mile strip of road, and they got the police department to block off the road so I could ride down it as fast as I ever could to make the sound for the motorcycle while it was all mic'd up, and they had microphones all over the motorcycles. And so the police department would shut down one side of the road, and they'd let all the cars go through, and they'd shut it down. And then they would motion to me. If you've never had the police department block off a highway so you could race down it at 100 miles an hour, you've never lived the full potential of MC life. I'll have to tell you guys that story. It was the coolest thing I ever did making that movie. It was the epitome of being a biker. I actually got paid to be a effing biker. I noticed the dirt road at the end. There was clearly not enough stopping distance at the end. There wasn't. The director didn't know, and his technical advisor wasn't there that day. I was young. I take that one because I would have seen that and been like, first of all, I didn't tell you this was a dirt road. I told you the road was crumbling. And I guess they got farmer and dirt road. That came. Yeah. So there's a lot I learned. A lot I learned on that movie, but it was great fun. It's great. It was still great fun. People that got all technical, got all mad, and called it a terrible show and all that. But people who understood the crux of the story allowed Hollywood to make its mistakes. It's still a cult classic. People still love it. People still loved it, and it was favorite movie of many people. And we restarted the biker club scene, especially in the black biker club world, because the black biker club scene was pretty much dead. And that movie blew it up And all across the United States of America, we saw biker clubs, especially black biker clubs, we saw them soar. So there you go. All right, my friends, that's my hour. I really appreciated talking with you guys today. I hope you get from this an idea that leaving the motorcycle club is going to be a big decision, but make that decision from your heart. Things that change, things that aren't the same, things that you expected that aren't there anymore, things that you thought you should get but never really did get. These are the reasons you leave a motorcycle club. You never leave a motorcycle club because somebody else left it. You don't leave a motorcycle club because um you somebody, you don't like somebody or something like that. No one somebody should be able to stop your motorcycle club life and existence. Um, what what it should be is that the club doesn't work for you as a person anymore. Now, I'm not telling you you're not going to leave the motorcycle club with a bunch of other people. Now that may happen all day long. You might have 10 or 15 dudes say, "Yeah, I'm leaving too." But I've known guys to leave the MC and tell folks, I'm leaving, but you don't get to leave too. If you're going to leave, leave on your own. Don't leave because of me. And that's valid too. That's valid too. Because that's a guy, again, who loves the club. There are guys who love the club. And because they love the club, they're not going to let their loss be a disruption to others. So I'm not telling you you're not going to leave with a bunch of folks. I'm telling you don't leave because of a bunch of folks. Leave because it's something that's good for you. That makes sense. My club brother played Biker Boyz in the lounge the other night. We have a solid 4 waiting on a commitment from 2 more. Uh-oh. Is that my brother Trevor? Go ahead, man. Give me a holler. I want to know about that. I want to hear all about it, man. I love how it represents a coalition of clubs. I haven't ever seen another movie bring that reality to the screen. Right. And we had that going on then. What it was the reality of what was going on the Black Biker set in California at the time. And that's how we did that. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun making that movie. It was, I'm thinking about writing my own. I was on somebody else's movie. I still know a lot of the same people in that movie that were the directors and producers and stuff. And, one time one of those guys said, well, go ahead and write it, John, and we'll see what we can do. So I guess I should take him up on that. I got paid to be a biker in a movie called Ride to Iron Mountain. It just came out on streaming service. There's nothing like showing up and going on a beautiful ride and thinking, man, this is the life. Ride to Iron Mountain. We're going to check that out. I also noticed Black Sabbath patches in the movie. Did the club start in the movie or was it already established? Yeah, the club started in 1972. We got together in 1974. We declared as a club. So no, we didn't start in that movie. And every club you saw in that movie, with the exception of 2 clubs, were actual real clubs. That's one of the things that I was able to make happen, was that we used real motorcycle clubs because I had relationships with clubs. So and that was my job as a technical advisor. So we actually were able to use real clubs. And the Biker Boyz Club, we actually were going to use a club called, the Biker Boyz movie was going to be called the Unknown Riders or something like that. And there was a motorcycle club called Unknown MC, and so we went to their place to get their permission to use Unknown as the movie name or whatever, and they said no. So then they made up Biker Boyz, which might have been a good thing or bad thing, but it was going to be called the Unknown Riders, which, I mean, it made sense, right? Nobody knew who they were, and they became MC. They were going to be called the Unknown Riders, and they actually had to change the name because a couple of motorcycle clubs wouldn't allow them. You'll notice that you saw all the major, like at the time, all the major black clubs on the West Coast was there, but you notice you didn't see the Buffalo Soldiers. That was another club that refused to join, to take part. So, it was a cool thing at the time. It's time to do it again, I think. But hey, man, maybe we'll do a Biker Boyz Day where you guys can ask me anything you want about the movie. It was a lot of fun. All right. Hey, man, that's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. We are losing weight here so that we can walk next year. Is that cool? I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for everything. We will see you guys Sunday at the round table, and I will have little short videos coming out the rest of the day and the weekend and stuff like that. So make sure to start checking out my shorts, and do me a favor, like and share and subscribe my shorts. I would really appreciate that. It's a new thing. I'm trying to see how you guys like that. All right. So we said like, share, and subscribe. You can get Black Dragon Biker TV on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Order my books: Prospects Bible, Sergeant at Arms Bible, President's Bible, Public Relations Officer's Bible, and the Prospects Bible for Women's Motorcycle Clubs, all available on Amazon and Kindle, or you can order it from blackdragonsgear.com. That's where I prefer you order it from, blackdragonsgear.com. You can also get it as a autograph copy from blackdragonsgear.com. We also have it on Audible, the Prospects Bible, so go over there and check it out. Join our podcast daily. We podcast on Spotify and wherever else that you get your podcast. Join our Discord server. The Discord link is in the description box below. All right, we're back to our giveaway. We're back to our book giveaway, and we're going to be giving away a book for someone who answers the trivia question. And the trivia question, nobody got the last trivia question right. When did the diamond first come out? Nobody got that right. So we have to have a different trivia question. And the trivia question, you would have to have seen this video to know the trivia question. And that is, what is the name of the neighborhood that I grew up that they have changed the name and are now calling it something else? Wow. Yeah, I like that. If you are going to answer that question, you got to go to Black Dragon at blacksabbathmc.com and send me the answer, blackdragon at blacksabbathmc.com. Hey, whatever platform you're on mine, TikTok, Instagram, whatever, on the podcast, make sure to share it with somebody. That helps the algorithm. And thanks for the support. You guys can support me on Cash App, $Biker Prez, PREZ. You can support me on a lot of different platforms. They're all listed in the description box, and in the description box below, and we absolutely appreciate that. Thanks for tuning in. Get skinny with me and get the book. Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book.
Get Black Dragon's first book, The Prospect's Bible, to learn how to join a motorcycle club. It has been an Amazon #1 bestseller for the past 7 years and is required reading for over 3,000 motorcycle clubs worldwide. This book is a must-have for new people venturing onto the motorcycle club set. It will teach you how to prepare yourself for service to the motorcycle club nation and show you how to qualify a motorcycle club to be worthy of your service. Available on Amazon, Kindle, and for order at your local bookstore. Get your autographed copy at blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club prospect you can be. Get the book.
Black Dragon Biker News Network. Biker News you can trust.
Biker News you can trust. Biker News you can trust. Biker News you can trust.